We often hear about the concept of the third eye, that mystical center of perception beyond ordinary sight. You've probably asked yourself, what does it really mean to activate your third eye? And why does it promise such a transformative boost to your vibration? Today, we're going to dive deep into this ancient practice. And by the end, you'll not only understand it, but also gain practical tools to activate your third eye instantly, experiencing a 10x vibration boost. Let's begin with a simple truth. You already have what it takes to open your third eye. It's not something you need to acquire. It's something that's been with you since birth, lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to be awakened. The third eye isn't a mystical appendage reserved for monks or yogis. It's an inherent part of your being. The question is, are you ready to see beyond the veil of physical reality? Are you ready to experience life through a lens that goes beyond the five senses? When we talk about activating the third eye, we're actually referring to tapping into the pineal gland, a small, pine-cone-shaped gland located in the center of your brain. This gland is responsible for producing melatonin, regulating sleep patterns. But also on a more profound level, it's linked to your ability to perceive dimensions beyond the physical. Ancient cultures understood its significance, referring to it as the seat of the soul. They believed that by activating this gland, you could transcend physical limitations and access higher planes of consciousness. But how does this work in practice?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a moment where time seemed to stop, where you suddenly felt connected to something far greater than yourself? Or perhaps where you intuitively knew something before it happened? These are glimpses of what it feels like to have your third eye activated, even if just for a brief moment. The goal is to make these moments a permanent part of your experience, allowing you to live with an expanded awareness. The first step to activating the third eye is awareness. Most of us are so caught up in the sensory overload of daily life that we forget to listen to the subtle cues our body and mind are sending us. To begin, you must quiet the noise. This doesn't mean retreating into a cave or sitting in silence for hours, although that can help. What it means, instead, is cultivating the ability to notice the stillness between thoughts, the space between breaths. It's in these moments of stillness that the third eye begins to stir. A practical exercise at this stage is simple mindfulness. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Every time your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath. The power of this practice lies in its simplicity. Over time, you'll notice that your thoughts don't have the same grip on you. You'll start to feel a sense of spaciousness, as if you're observing your thoughts from a distance. This is the first sign that you're shifting into a heightened state of awareness, a prerequisite for third eye activation. But awareness alone isn't enough. We also need intention. The third eye responds to focused intention, just as a magnifying glass focuses sunlight into a single point. When you set a clear intention to activate your third eye, you're telling your subconscious mind to align with this goal. Your intention becomes a powerful force, drawing new experiences and insights into your life. As you sit in meditation, visualize a brilliant indigo light at the center of your forehead, right between your eyebrows. See this light growing brighter with each breath, expanding until it fills your entire being. Feel its warmth, its energy, and its clarity. Now ask yourself, who am I beyond my thoughts, beyond my body, beyond my identity? This question might seem simple, but it's one of the most profound inquiries you can make. As you contemplate this, allow any answers to arise naturally. You may not get an immediate response, but the question will plant a seed in your consciousness, opening the door to deeper insights. The next step is trust. Trust that the process is working, Even if you don't see immediate results, trust that your third eye is already beginning to open, like a flower unfolding its petals to the sun. Too often, we get caught in the cycle of doubt, wondering if we're doing it right or if anything is happening at all. This doubt creates resistance, blocking the very energy we're trying to cultivate. So, release the need to control the outcome. Allow the process to unfold naturally, like the flow of a river. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools we have for activating the third eye. Why? Because the mind doesn't distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. When you visualize something clearly and with emotion, your brain sends signals to your body, triggering the same biochemical responses as if the event were actually happening. This is why athletes visualize their performance before competitions, and why ancient spiritual traditions have used visualization practices for millennia to alter consciousness. Imagine this: you're sitting in a quiet space, eyes closed, breathing deeply. You begin to visualize a beam of light entering the top of your head, flowing down through your body, and then concentrating in the area of your third eye. This light is pure, radiant energy, vibrating at a higher frequency than anything you've ever experienced. As the light gathers at your third eye, feel the energy building, pulsating, and expanding. You may start to feel a tingling sensation or a sense of pressure in your forehead. This is a sign that the energy is activating your pineal gland, preparing it to open. But there's more to this process than just visualization. We also need to consider the flow of energy in the body. In many spiritual traditions, it's believed that the body is composed of energy centers, or chakras, through which life force, or prana, flows. The third eye is the sixth chakra, known as the Ajnakra. For the third eye to activate fully, the energy in the other chakras must be balanced and free-flowing. If there are blockages in the lower chakras, the energy won't be able to rise to the third eye. Take a moment to scan your body. Do you feel tension, discomfort, or emotional heaviness in any particular area? This could indicate a blockage in one of your chakras. For example, if you feel tightness in your chest, you may have a blockage in your heart chakra, preventing love and compassion from flowing freely. If you feel tension in your lower back or pelvis, this could indicate a blockage in your root chakra, which is linked to feelings of safety and security. Before attempting to open your third eye, spend some time working on these blockages. This can be done through yoga, breathwork, or energy healing practices like Reiki. Now, let's revisit the visualization process. As you continue to focus on the indigo light at your third eye, imagine it spinning gently like a wheel of light. With each breath, see the wheel turning faster, radiating more energy. Feel the energy rising from the base of your spine, moving upward through each chakra until it reaches your third eye. Visualize this energy merging with the indigo light, creating a powerful vortex of energy. This is the moment when your third eye begins to open fully, allowing you to perceive beyond the physical realm. At this point, you may start to notice subtle changes in your perception. Colors may seem more vibrant, sounds more resonant. You might have vivid dreams or experience flashes of insight during meditation. These are all signs that your third eye is opening. But remember, this process isn't about seeing strange visions or having supernatural experiences. It's about expanding your awareness, tuning into the higher frequencies of existence, and aligning with your true self. Let me ask you, what would your life look like if you could see beyond the limitations of the physical world? How would it feel to be free from the fears, doubts, and anxieties that keep you trapped in lower vibrations? The answer lies in your ability to activate your third eye and raise your vibration. When your third eye is open, you see the world through a lens of clarity, wisdom, and compassion. You're no longer swayed by external circumstances because you realize that everything is connected and that you are an integral part of this vast, interconnected web of existence. But this isn't just a philosophical concept. It has practical implications for your everyday life. When your third eye is open, you become more intuitive, more in tune with your purpose, and more aligned with the flow of life. You start to notice synchronicities, those seemingly random events that carry deeper meaning. You may find that opportunities present themselves more easily, that you're drawn to the right people and situations at the right time. This is the power of a 10x vibration boost. It's like turning up the volume on your inner guidance system, allowing you to navigate life with ease and grace. Now that you've begun to activate your third eye, the question becomes, how do you sustain this heightened state of awareness? How do you ensure that this isn't just a fleeting experience, but a lasting transformation? This is where the real work begins. Opening your third eye is just the first step. Maintaining it, nurturing it, and allowing it to guide you through life requires a deeper commitment to your spiritual practice. Let's start with the basics. To keep your third eye open and your vibration elevated, you need to create an environment, both internally and externally, that supports this state of consciousness. I think of your third eye like a delicate flower. It can't thrive in a garden overrun with weeds or in soil that's dry and barren. Similarly, your third eye can't stay open if your mind is cluttered with fear, negativity, or distractions. You need to cultivate an atmosphere of clarity, peace, and intention. One of the most effective ways to do this is through a daily meditation practice. Meditation is the cornerstone of third eye activation because it quiets the mind and allows you to connect with the deeper layers of your consciousness. Without a regular practice, it's easy to get pulled back into the noise of everyday life, the stress, the distractions, the constant bombardment of information. Meditation acts as a reset button. It centers you, aligns you with your higher self, and recharges your energy. When you meditate, continue to focus on the area of your third eye. Visualize the indigo light, as we discussed earlier. But now, rather than trying to force it open, simply allow it to be. Trust that it's already open, and that each time you meditate, you're strengthening your connection to this higher state of awareness. Over time, you'll notice that your ability to tap into this space becomes easier and more natural. You'll begin to carry this sense of clarity and calm with you throughout your day, not just during meditation. But meditation alone isn't enough. You also need to be mindful of your thoughts, your emotions, and the energy you surround yourself with. Your vibration is directly influenced by these factors. Negative thoughts, toxic environments, and unprocessed emotions can lower your vibration, making it harder to maintain an open third eye. This is why it's crucial to practice self-awareness throughout your day. Notice when you're getting caught up in negative thinking or when you're allowing external circumstances to pull you out of alignment. When this happens, gently bring yourself back to your center. Take a deep breath, refocus on your intention, and reconnect with the energy of your third eye. One practical way to sustain this awareness is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can embody. When you're in a state of gratitude, your energy expands and you become a magnet for more positive experiences. Each morning before you start your day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're truly grateful for. Feel the emotion of gratitude in your heart and allow that feeling to ripple through your entire being. This simple practice can raise your vibration instantly and help to keep your third eye open and activated. Another key aspect of sustaining third eye activation is physical care. You can't separate the mind from the body. The health of your physical body directly affects your energy and your ability to maintain a higher state of consciousness. The pineal gland, which is responsible for third eye activation, is particularly sensitive to toxins and environmental factors. Fluoride, which is commonly found in tap water and toothpaste, is known to calcify the pineal gland, making it harder for the energy of the third eye to flow freely. To counteract this, consider drinking purified water, using fluoride-free toothpaste, and incorporating detoxifying practices such as consuming foods rich in antioxidants like spirulina, chlorella, and raw cacao. It's also important to pay attention to the energy of the food you consume. Highly processed foods, sugar, and artificial ingredients can weigh down your energy and make it harder to stay in a high vibration state. On the other hand, fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole foods carry a higher vibrational energy, which can help to support your third eye activation. Think of your body as a temple and treat it accordingly. The cleaner and more energized your body is, the easier it will be to maintain an open third eye and a higher vibration. Now, let's talk about trust. Trust is a critical piece of this journey. Once your third eye is open, you'll begin to receive insights, intuitions, and messages from your higher self. Some of these may come in the form of gut feelings, sudden flashes of understanding, or even vivid dreams. It's important that you learn to trust these messages. Your rational mind might try to dismiss them or explain them away, but your intuition is a powerful guide. The more you trust it, the stronger it will become. Over time, you'll develop a deeper sense of inner knowing, which will help you navigate life with greater ease and clarity. But trusting your intuition doesn't mean ignoring logic or reason. It's about finding a balance between the two. Your third eye allows you to see beyond the surface, to perceive the deeper truths that lie beneath appearances. But it's also important to stay grounded in reality. Use your intuition as a guide, but don't be afraid to question it, to seek confirmation, or to reflect on your experiences. This balance between intuition and discernment is what will allow you to move through life with both wisdom and practicality. So, let me ask you, are you willing to trust the insights that come from your third eye? Are you ready to follow your intuition, even when it leads you into the unknown? This is the path of true spiritual growth. It requires courage, faith, and a deep commitment to your inner truth. As you continue to sustain your third eye activation, you'll begin to notice profound shifts in your life. You'll feel more connected to your purpose, more aligned with your inner guidance, and more at peace with the unfolding of your journey. But remember, this is just the beginning. There is always a deeper level to explore, a higher vibration to reach. As we move deeper into this journey, it's important to recognize that activating your third eye is not a destination, it's the beginning of an infinite path of expansion and mastery. Once your third eye is open, you are no longer bound by the limitations of the material world. You've tapped into a realm where possibilities are limitless, where the boundaries between time, space, and form begin to dissolve. But what comes next? How do you continue to evolve? And what does mastery of your third eye truly look like? Let's start by understanding that the journey of the third eye is one of constant deepening. Each day, each meditation, each experience offers an opportunity to expand your awareness even further. Think of the third eye as a portal, a gateway to higher dimensions of consciousness. When you first activate it, you're just scratching the surface of what's possible. But as you continue to nurture and work with this energy, you begin to access deeper layers of wisdom, intuition, and perception. One of the most profound shifts you'll experience as your third eye continues to open is the ability to see beyond duality. In our everyday lives, we're conditioned to see the world in terms of opposites, good and bad, right and wrong, light and dark. But when your third eye is fully activated, you begin to perceive the underlying unity that connects all things. You realize that these opposites are simply two sides of the same coin, and that beyond them lies a field of oneness, a space where everything is interconnected. This realization can be life-changing. It allows you to transcend the drama and chaos of the external world because you no longer see yourself as separate from it. You begin to understand that every person, every situation, and every experience is a reflection of the divine. This doesn't mean you become passive or detached from life. It means that you engage with life from a place of deep compassion and understanding. You see through the illusions of separation and judgment, and you operate from a higher perspective, one that is rooted in love and unity. But let's be clear, this isn't about bypassing the challenges of life. It's about facing them with a new level of consciousness. When your third eye is open, you don't avoid your problems or pretend they don't exist. Instead, you address them from a place of clarity and inner wisdom. You no longer react impulsively to situations or get caught up in emotional turbulence. Instead, you respond with grace, understanding that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. This is what true mastery looks like, not the absence of difficulty, but the ability to navigate it with wisdom and peace. At this point, you might be wondering, how do I know if I'm on the right path? How do I measure my progress? The truth is, there's no external measure of success when it comes to spiritual growth. It's not about achieving certain milestones or having specific experiences. It's about your internal state of being. Ask yourself, do I feel more at peace? Do I feel more connected to my intuition? Am I able to move through life with greater ease and flow? These are the real indicators of progress. This leads us to an often overlooked aspect of third eye activation: service. As your third eye opens and your vibration increases, you naturally become more attuned to the needs of others. You start to see how your actions, your words, and your energy affect the people around you. This awareness brings a profound sense of responsibility, not in a burdensome way, but in a way that inspires you to live in service to the greater good. Whether it's through acts of kindness, sharing your wisdom, or simply holding space for someone who is struggling, living in service is one of the most powerful ways to sustain your third eye activation. When you live in alignment with your third eye, you become a beacon of light for others. Your energy resonates at a higher frequency, and people are naturally drawn to you. They may not consciously understand why, but they feel it on an energetic level. This is why it's so important to stay grounded and humble, because the more your light shines, the more responsibility you have to use it wisely. This doesn't mean you need to become a spiritual teacher or leader, but it does mean that you have a role to play in the awakening of others. Simply by being yourself, by living in alignment with your truth, you inspire others to do the same. So, what does this infinite journey of expansion and mastery through the third eye ultimately lead to? It leads to a life of authenticity, purpose, and fulfillment. When your third eye is open, you are no longer chasing external goals or validation. You're no longer looking for happiness outside of yourself. Instead, you find fulfillment in the present moment, in the simple act of being. You realize that everything you've been searching for, peace, love, joy, is already within you. It always has been. So, are you ready to commit to this path? Are you ready to live from a place of expanded awareness, to trust your intuition, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that await you? The choice is yours, and the journey is yours to take. But remember, you're never alone on this journey. Every step you take is supported by the universe, by the wisdom of your higher self, and by the collective energy of all those who are walking this path alongside you. This is your time. Your third eye is open, your vibration is rising, and your journey of expansion and mastery has just begun. Now, it's up to you to embrace it fully and step into the limitless potential that lies ahead.